Hello everyone, this might look very familiar because this day 2 years ago I did a similar video and it was right here in Ravenwood. Since then, so much has changed about this game, and I would say it's kind of in a bad way. Actually no, I'm gonna full on say it, in a bad way. The main things I really want to talk about here is kind of like criticizing King's Isle or whoever is in charge of their promotions within the game. And what I mean by that is I'm gonna start running around because that's what every YouTuber does, right? 2 years ago. Ooh, hold on. I need to pay attention. 2 years ago, there were so many more benefits available to the player. And what I mean by that is, oh my god, we are just finding mistwoods everywhere. Alright, maybe I should just stop. I'm stopping right here. Basically, 2 years ago, by this time, we had double member benefits for everything. So if you wanted to make a pet, great, garden, every member benefit was active. And what I don't understand is, I think yesterday or a couple days ago, they released a dual member benefit, but the two that they released were the two worst ones: double animus and second reroll chest, which I'll give it to them. That one's a decent one, you know, if you can remember to actually get your free reroll. But what happened to all of the member benefits being available during Christmas time? Like, I think they didn't even do this last year. I think last year they even skipped out on it. Another thing they totally got rid of 2 years ago was 50% off bundles. Now they still have some retired bundles come back, but they're still full priced. And you kind of have to like wait for the mystery discount and hope that you get 50% off there. If not, you're more likely to get like 10 or 15 or whatever the lowest is. You're not going to get that 50%, maybe even the 40% if you're like super lucky. But they took away 50% off bundles. Now I can maybe see that being like, oh, bundles are hardly ever purchased, so whenever they do get purchased, it's not enough for their like margins, business stuff. I don't know. You'd think for a finance major I'd be better at this, but it's whatever. Basically, they just got rid of that, and I know I was talking to a few creators and they said that whoever is in charge of the promotions for that said that's never coming back, which I think that's kind of huge. Like, just to take away one of the biggest promotions in the game that's kind of been a part of the game for so long now. But even still, maybe you can say, oh, okay, that's understandable. What about 50% off packs? 2 years ago, we had 50% off packs during the 12 days of the spiral. So already 3 of the most like sought after days of the spiral gone: Bundle Palooza, all member benefits, and 50% off packs. They're gone. They're probably never coming back at this point. And I can't really understand. Wow, I just realized that my pet is just under the ground. That's weird. Anyways, I just don't understand from a player base perspective why this is gone. Like, for a couple of days they couldn't have all member benefits active. They couldn't give us 50% off packs for a day. Like, I'm okay with bundle being gone. And even realistically, I'm not. But even still, I don't have member. So you can't say that this is me being upset about not getting it because maybe I wanted to make a pet during this time. I don't need to make pets. I have pretty much every pet that I could want. Realistically, at this point, I'm just making pets just for the fun of it. So I don't need that. I don't need to have double gardening because if we look here, you know, I have this is just on one of my characters, and that's just one mega snack. So like, you know, having 300 of each, I don't need that. I don't need fishing because I've already done that. But like, what I'm kind of upset about here is that they're taking that away from the casual player. I think I'm kind of a casual player, but I'm a little bit further like in to being like an experienced casual player. But like the casual player that just plays this game and doesn't have a good pet or whatever, they just kind of did whatever they did and went on with it. For that player, all member benefits is huge. And that's something that they probably really look forward to every year. 50% off packs, even better, because a lot of the people playing this game are probably in college right now because we've kind of grown up. And, you know, getting that 50% off might be the time that, you know, you buy crowns, go in here and be like, oh, maybe I want to get the Dino, the Bronto, you know, whatever it is. Maybe I finally want to, you know, spend money on that because the rates are really bad. Everyone knows the rates are really bad on that pack or any pack that you really go for. But I don't understand the vision of taking away like player friendly stuff. It seems like every year that goes by, King's Isle takes away things that was very player friendly, things that the player look forward to, things that can help the player around, you know, like the holiday season. I don't understand that part. But I mean, that's like the main thing about this. And I kind of want to wrap up this video by talking about something more positive. And the positive thing that I wanted to talk about is a few days ago, we did the Wiz Awards, whatever you want to call it. I think it's just the Wizard 101 Awards, the Golden Malleys, whatever it is. HJJ came up with that, awesome creator. I'll link his channel down below if you wanted to go check that out. But we held a live stream and we had part of the community vote on what their favorites for certain categories were, like favorite spell, favorite school, favorite tree. You know, my boy Bernie over here, I love him, but he didn't even make the cut. Kind of sucks. But you know, all these things the community voted on. Now, it was a bigger turnout than what he assumed it would be at first, getting, I think, about 200 votes for each of the categories. So that was, you know, a huge turnout. But I think that's just like a very, very small portion of the player base. And going into next year, because this was kind of very last minute planning. I'm not saying anything bad about HJJ. That was, you know, a very cool thing. And I don't know if anyone's done it before. I apologize if they did, but this is, to my knowledge, the first time that we've like held like a year-in awards, kind of like similar to the Oscars or whatever. But this kind of came at a time where we kind of needed the positive like news, I guess you'd kind of say, a positive interaction with the community, because the community manager was let go, a community manager for Pirate was let go. You know, all this drama came out of nowhere, and HJJ had the idea to kind of pull the community together with something like this, a live stream for everyone to vote on their favorite stuff. And it included content creators, but I think we could totally make this a bigger thing next year, having a whole year to plan for it and gathering more and more categories, maybe even getting some of the creators involved. I know that 3 of the creators were streaming whenever we did the initial stream, and they reacted to, you know, if they were going to get an award or whatever. But I think what we can do for next year is potentially get these creators in a Discord whenever they win, have them throw a speech out, you know, something cool like that. Like, just make it a big deal in the community. Get, you know, at least maybe 1,000 votes this time, since we'll have a bigger time frame to vote, and maybe we can even get more reach by getting all these creators and maybe even KingsIsle themselves. I don't know how that's gonna work after I just kind of roasted them, but I wouldn't even say roast. I think it's more questioning why they wouldn't, why they would take away certain things from the player. But maybe we can get them involved and promote this on their Twitter, promote this on the game launcher to directly go and vote, or maybe even have this be a KingsIsle ran event, even though might not be the best if that happens, because maybe just having the creator be the one to kind of put everything together makes it what it is. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling. If you haven't watched that stream, the stream is still up on YouTube. I'll link that also down below. But I'm just rambling too much. So that's about it. That's realistically all that I wanted to talk about. 2 years ago, did I think that I'd be making the same video again? No. Did I think that all this stuff would be taken from us? Definitely not. I thought, it'd be the same thing last year, and it wasn't. But anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about today. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.